Good day, learners. Welcome back to our mathematics class. In today's lesson, we are going to be looking at one of the important topic, sequence and series. But for today, we are going to be learning sequences. What are sequence? Or what is a sequence? A sequence is a list of numbers that have a common rule or a pattern. When we have the same set of numbers in which the first number differ from the second number by the same term with the second number and the third number. We call this a sequence. Let us consider a set of natural numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you look at this is 1, difference between the first term and the second term, when you take away the first term from the second term, the difference is 1. When you take away the second term from the third term, the difference is 1. Anytime we are having a list of numbers this way, in which the difference between each term and another term, they are the same, they have the same common rule, we refer to this as sequences. Before we dive in proper into this topic, if you are a new member on this channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell for my subsequent contents. And don't forget to share to other learners for them to benefit. Let us move on. Example 1. Find the next two terms of the sequences. We want to find the next two terms of these sequences. We have 3, 7, 11, 15, 19. Now, if this is 3, how do we get 7 from this 3? How do you get 11 from this 7? Okay. If I add 4 to this 3 plus 4, I have 7. 7 plus 4, I have 11. 11 plus 4, I have 15. 15 plus 4, I have 19. 19 plus 4, I'm going to have 23. 23 plus 4, I'm going to have 27. So next two terms. Now, which means the rule that is guiding this is that adding 4 to each term. Adding 4 to each term. This is the first term, add 4 to it. Second term, add 4 to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth term as well, we add 4 to it to get the sixth term, and add 4 to the sixth term to get the next seventh term. So the rule that guides this, add 4 to each term. That's the rule that is guiding this. Now the second one. 1, 4, 9, 16, and 25. We want to find the next two terms. How do we get 4 from this one? Or how do we get 4? How do we get 9, 16, and 25? Okay, let us look at this proper. If I say 1 plus 3, I will have 4. 4 plus 3 is supposed to give me 7, but this is 9. Definitely, addition cannot go. Okay? If I now say, okay, 1 times 4, I will have 4. 4 times 4, I'm supposed to have 16, but I'm having 9 here. This cannot go. Okay? Okay, let me look at this. If I square 1, 1 times 1 is 1. Okay? The next natural number is 2. 2 times 2, I will have 4. The next natural number is 3. 3 times 3, I will have 9. The next one is 4. 4 times 4, I will have 16. The next one is 5. 5 times 5, I will have 25. Which means that the rule is the square of natural numbers. The square of natural numbers. Now, if I have the square of 1, I have 1. Square of 2, I have 4. 3, I have 9. Square of 4, I have 16. Square of 5, I have 25. Then the square of 6 is going to be 36. So I'm going to have 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. So square of 6 will be 36. Square of 7 will be 49. Now the rule. So the rule guiding this is the square of natural numbers. The third one. 2.75 minus 5.5, 11, minus 22, 44. Okay. If you look at this properly, I have 2.75, I have minus 5.5. Okay. I have 11, I have 22. If I can start from here, this place and this place. If I multiply 11 by 2, I'm going to have 22. But this one is minus 22. Definitely, let me multiply 11 by minus 2. 11 times minus will give me minus 22. Minus 22 times minus 2, I'm going to have plus 44. Definitely, multiplying 2.7 by 2 will give me 2.7 by minus 2 will give me minus 5.5. Minus 5.5 by minus 2 will give me 11. 11 by minus 2 will give me minus 22. Minus 22 by minus 2 will give me minus 44. Then minus 44 and 44 multiplied by minus 2 as well. So I'm going to have minus 88. Minus 88 by minus 2. I will have 176. Now, what is the rule? The rule guiding this is that multiply each term by minus 2. So don't forget, in this first one, we addition of 4 to each term. So 19 plus 4 will give us 23. 23 plus 4 will give us 27. Example 2. Rearrange the following in ascending order and then find the sixth and the seventh terms. How many terms do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 terms. Then find the sixth and the seventh term. Now, I want to arrange this in ascending order. The first thing is, what is the meaning of ascending order? We have ascending order and we have descending order. Ascending order means arrangements from lowest to highest, while descending order means arrangement from highest to lowest. Now, looking at this value, we want to arrange from lowest to highest. Now, which one is the lowest here? Now, okay, in order not to rack our brain much, let us try to use our number, our normal number. That is, let's assume our A equals to 1 and our B equals to 2. Now, from this one, we have A, comma, A minus B, A minus 2B, A plus B, and A plus 2B. Fine. Our A is 1. Then this is 1 minus 2. Or this one is 1 minus 2 times 2. We have 1 plus 2. And we have 1 plus 2 times 2. So here we have 1, comma, 1 minus 2, we have minus 1. This is 2 times 2, we have 4. 1 minus 4, minus 3. 1 plus 2, we have 3. 2 plus 2, we have 4. 1 plus 4, we have 5. So when we rearrange this, now, the smallest number here, we have the smallest number. Let's consider the negative parts. Minus 1 and minus 3, which one is the smallest number? Of course, minus 3 is smaller compared to minus 1. When we look at it, why is minus 3 smaller? Okay, let's check this way. We have minus 1 and minus 3. Let us add a number that is larger than them in order to change them to positive number. Let's see, addition of 5. Minus 1 plus 5 and minus 3 plus 5. Minus 1 plus 5 we have plus 4. Minus 3 plus 5 we have plus 2. You can see that 2 is smaller compared to 4. Definitely minus 3 is smaller compared to minus 1. So the smallest number here is minus 3. Then followed by that of minus 1. Then we now consider all these the positive signs. The next smallest number is 1. Then followed by 3. Followed by 5. Now arranging this one using these values, minus 3 is A minus 2B. Minus 1, this is minus 1, is A minus B. 1 is A. Then 3 is A plus B. Then 5, which is this one, is A plus 2B. So we are able to arrange this one in ascending order. Let's say hence, find the sixth and the seventh term. Okay, let's look at this. When we have minus 3 here, how do we get minus 1 from minus 3? When I add plus 2 to minus 3, I have minus 1. If I add plus 2 to minus 1, I have 1. If I add 2 here, I have 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 2, I have 5. Then 5 plus 2, I'm going to have 7. 7 plus 2, I'm going to have 9. If that is the case, definitely addition of what? Addition of 2. So if this one is A plus 2B, the next one is going to be A plus 3B, while the next one will now be A plus 4B. Okay, let us test. A, we have A plus 3B. My A is assumed here to be 1, while my B is 2. 1 plus 3 bracket 2. So 1 plus 3 times 2 we have 6. 1 plus 6 we have 7. So I have 7 here. Likewise, the last one, A plus 4B. If my A is 1 plus 4 times my B is 2. So 4 times 2 we have 8. 8 plus 1 we have 9. So this is how to go about this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as we move on this particular topic, and do not forget to share to other learners for them to benefit. Let's look at the next example. Example 3. Question A. Find the nth terms of the sequence 2, 6, 10, 4, 18. We want to find the nth term. When we say the nth term, we mean the formula connecting this sequence. And don't forget the meaning of sequence, a list of numbers with a common rule. So with a what? With a common rule. Now let's start. Let us assume we have number of terms. Number of 10 to the n. And our number of 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our number of 10, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then let's look at our sequence here. We have 2, 6. Difference between 2 and 6, we have 2 plus 4, we have 6. 6 plus 4, we have 10. 10 plus 4, we have 14. 14 plus 4, we have 18. Definitely, this is a linear sequence. I mean, a sequence with a well-defined rule. So the difference between them is 4. Okay, since our number of them is 4, our sequence will now be 4 times n. That is 4n. 4, the difference between them is 4. Multiplied by this n, we have 4n. Okay, let's look at that. Then our given sequence. So at this point, when our sequence is, the difference between the sequence is 4 multiplied by this number of sequence 4n. And let us now look at it. 4, n is 1, 2, 3 to 5. 4 times 1, I have 4. 4 times 2, I have 8. 4 times 3, I have 12. 4 times 4, 16. 4 times 5, 20. Okay, our given sequence, the sequence given to us are 2, 6, 10, 14, 18. Okay, now what is the difference between them? The difference between them, 4 minus 2, I have 2. 8 minus 6, 2. 12 minus 10, 2. 16 minus 14, 2. So difference between them is 2. Now, if the difference between them is 2, what is now the formula connecting them? What is the nth term? So the formula connecting them now, the formula connecting them can be in two forms. Either it is 4n plus the difference 2, or it is 4n minus difference 2. So the formula is either 4n plus 2 or 4n minus 2. Then which one is the main formula? Let us test. When my n equals to 1, I want to test for the first one, 4n plus 2. Anywhere I find n, I'm going to put 1. I have 4 multiplied by 1 plus 2. 4 times 1, we have 4. 4 plus 2, I'm going to have 6. Is my first sequence 6? No, it is 2. Definitely, 4n plus 2 is not my formula. It's not the nth terms. Okay, let us test for the second one. 4n minus 2. So we have 4 times my n. When n is 1, then minus 2. 4 times 1, I have 4. 4 minus 2, I'm going to have 2. Now let's look at this. My first number here is 2. Fine. I'm correct here. Okay, when my n is 2 now, using this, 4 times 2 minus 2. 4 times 2, we have 8 minus 2. 8 minus 2, we have 6. So what do we have here? We have 6. Definitely, 4n minus 2 is our nth term. So the nth term there is 4n minus 2. Now, with this formula now, the n-term formula is what we are going to use in solving the second one. Use your formula to find the 25th and the 50th term. To find your 25th term, when n equals to 25, don't forget our nth term is 4n minus 2. So we now have 4 multiplied by 25 minus 2. So 4 times 25, I'm going to have 100 minus 2 is equals to what? 98. Fine. When my n equals to 50, so I have nth term equals to 4n minus 2. So I have 4 times 50 minus 2. So 4 times 50, we have 200 minus 2, which equals to what? 198. So this is how to go about sequence. Now, this sequence is the one that will now lead us to the calculation and the understanding of our arithmetic progression, AP, which we are going to be looking at in the next class. If you find benefit in this class, kindly subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell for my subsequent content. You can as well go onto my playlist to view other lessons. Thank you very much.